Tell us what the Bedz for Kidz project is and what problem it aims to solve.
Sure. So the project originated nearby in West Point, Mississippi, by an organization that wasn't focused on solely providing beds for kids. But their sole focus was to find the need and to fill that need. And through that process, they've been able to place 1,600 beds in the Golden Triangle area in the last several years. These are children that were essentially sleeping on the floor.
So I work with the Discovery Center and Project Peace, and there are a coalition of leaders throughout the city of Starkville, and not just Starkville, but the greater Triangle area, that come together with information on what they can do for the community. And I was introduced to one of the leaders there that was doing some information about for beds for children and all those that are in need. So from that, it was intriguing and connecting with First Methodist. I was able to connect to figure out how we can do some things together with that. I found myself right after finishing college, going into seminary, not having the funding at times, so I had to sleep on the floor myself. Sleeping on the floor, you can get bugs, you can get diseases, and just being cold nature on the floor can affect your health.
You know, very often only the bare necessities are met, and there are, you know, supplements that assist with that, whether it's food or whether it's clothing. But one thing that probably gets swept under the rug is sleeping arrangements. So, you know, a church or a community organization can provide food, or we can provide clothes, but it's much more difficult to provide a bed.
What causes that problem is truly poverty, just plain and simple. Mississippi is the, if not the last, but one of the last states in the full union that is the poorest. So that causes that, where families can't even afford the basic necessity, where therefore they're having to sleep on the floor because having a bed is something that everyone cannot afford. It's actually not even major to them because they cannot afford it.
From a morale standpoint, from a schooling standpoint, we all understand that getting a good night's sleep is essential for a child to flourish in school and in extracurricular activities.
Well, not having a comfortable bed affects children because of the posture and how they sleep. Not having a solid bed to sleep in, clean sheets, not having something that they can lay their heads in, it can affect their schooling. It can affect how they move around in this world, but it can affect them in everything that they do. And if they don't have proper sleep, it can affect them throughout the day. It affects us as adults if we don't get proper sleep. So it can truly have a detriment to them.
I mean, a lot of times when we discuss poverty, we talk about third world countries or, you know, large overpopulated inner cities or even refugees. But what we don't realize is, you know, there exists poverty in the Golden Triangle area, in Starkville specifically. So certain children not only don't have their own room or don't have their own bed, but don't have a bed at all.
Well, me and my wife for the last year have been foster parents, and we have encountered children that the first time that they lay in a bed is those when they come over to our house, unfortunately. In the time that me and my wife have been foster parents, children have smiled more. Children enjoy life more. It affects their mood in every way possible. So just basic necessities that we take advantage of. I've seen it in our small time as being foster parents that we have seen the changes that affects their lives. Truly, I feel that people should give towards this because you never know who's right in your church. You never know who is on your job. You never know the people that you're passing by that may need some help and assistance. Our job as believers of God is to help those that are in need. Songwriter says, if I can help somebody as I travel along, my living will not be in vain. So it's extremely important for us to do our little part.
So we would love to have any and all church members participate in this event. For those of us that cannot physically participate in the build, for $100 you can sponsor a bed build. Again, we're planning on building 50 beds at a total cost of $5,000, so $100 a bed. In addition, if you'd like to participate, the event will be from 8 to 12 on Saturday, September 7th. We'll be doing it in the parking lot across from the church.
We are called to be good citizens of the world. We're called to do our part. So if children are not have the proper necessities, it can affect those neighbors around us. These children can end up in getting into bad habits, and it can affect people that come around them. So it's so important for us all to do our part so that we can all help these children get in the right area.